on, everybody? It is Friday once again. Another play date. The day after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and if you're in another country and don't celebrate it, I apologize for you. I hope you had fun anyway.
Yes, I hope you had a good Thursday.
A good Thursday. There you go.
Good Thursday.
Good Thursday. I know we ate entirely too much food. My audio sucks. Like, too low or what? Audio echoes. Oh, don't tell me it did that again. I did go through an update, so let me make sure it didn't screw up. That's all.
Yes, it sounds like you're in a bathroom.
Oh, wow. Okay. I will try to fix that. Why is that even on? That should be there. That should be there. Does that still sound like the same thing? I don't know. I'm trying to mess with stuff now to see if I can get it fixed for you guys. There and there. Same. Okay, let me try a different thing here. Because anytime I get an update, it screws everything up. That probably, that turns everything off. Elgato noise removal, that's set. Where's the put back to default button at?
Where's your microphone at?
It's right here. It's not far away. It's not that. It's one of these stupid inputs that it like screws everything up. And I got to figure out which one it is. So wait, it's on here twice? Wait a minute. Let me take that one off. That might fix it. Okay, is it still echoing and doing that? I just took one of the microphone outputs off. Hopefully that fixes the echo. Better? Okay. What's up? Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know. I did not know that it was... For some reason, the audio was listed twice in OBS, and when it's listed twice, it plays twice, and it screws. Leave it alone. What's up, Shane? And Shane, I saw your comment. No, you did not miss a Friday show. That was not my show that you saw. Pay no attention to that. Yeah. We it sounds like Scuba now. Well, that's good, Tetley. Gotta sound like Scuba. Tonight we're drinking something different just because we picked up something at the local store, and this is it's another old smoky type of liquid. This is chocolate mint chip, and it's actually really good, but I mean, you could drink a freaking gallon of this and still be fine, but it tastes really good. That's the thing. It just tastes good. So Munchkin has her hog now, even though I don't know what she's doing, and I have my hog. Now, there's a big difference between hers and mine, as per the battery door on the front.
Sorry about that. I had a battery malfunction.
Oh, battery malfunction. So sometimes when I put my door on, this thing, it catches the button kind of at an angle, and it'll just start firing. Munchkin's doesn't do that. And I think what it is, I don't know if it's the purple anodization they put on here or what, but for some reason, mine, you gotta be really precise when you put this door on or it'll start firing. So, driving, so can't chat. Hey, Will, how you doing tonight?
What color is yours, 60 watt? Is it purple or black?
And it fires, yeah. It's purple.
Then, mine hasn't done that at all.
Yeah, I haven't had the problem with Munchkins. I can throw her door on. Yeah, purple sold. Oh, you have a black one and it's doing it. Now that's surprising. What I did is I took both of the doors and matched them up against each other. The holes look identical, same size. I just think that the purple, or for some reason is just a hair thicker around. So if you just slap this door on and it's not perfect, like that maybe. Nope, that went on okay. I have to be careful because I never know when it does it. Now it's gonna call me a liar. It's closing fine now. Maybe you just got to break it in a little bit. So
yeah, mine doesn't do that.
let me show y'all basically what's going on here. So I have this at 120 watts, 0.29 on the ohm. What happens is usually right here on the left is where it catches, because I usually will close the door this way. But for some reason, it catches the very left side of that button.
It doesn't look like it's centered completely.
Well, I mean, I can't move it any.
I know you can't, but well, maybe it's just the angle.
Once you put that door on there, there's no move. It's not doing it now at all.
It's because you're watching it.
I'm trying to make it do it, and it won't do it. That's crazy. Just slapping it on there. It's not firing. If it works most of the time, it's fine. There you go, Shane. Long as it works, 50-50, you're doing good. Where's that 1070? Oh, I think I know what's going on. There we go. Fix that. All right. Now it won't really do it, right? You have a solution to it, Creed? What is the solution? Now, I'm not going to go and grind that hole out, if that's what you're saying, or sand it, because I don't want to take that. Yeah, it did it last week, and Wally, it did it today. But right now, maybe it's temperature related. I didn't think about that. Now, the mod never gets hot, so it's not that, but the actual temperature in the room.
I don't know.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I finally got it to do it again. Okay. See, I'm not losing my mind. It will happen. And if you don't catch it right away, it will burn your coils up. I know, right? It's like you got to keep messing with it, then finally it'll do it. It is random. It doesn't happen enough to where it would get on your nerves. Number one, how many times are you going to pull this door off? When you set the watts on here, you're done. I have had a couple times where I fire it and the button gets stuck sideways and it'll keep firing, and I just have to tap the button. Like there, it just did it. Good Lord. Don't do that. Bad mod. So the button likes to get stuck. I'll put it that way. It's still sticking. Why?
Did you get juice down in it? Because you
Not
got
a drop.
broken tank?
I've never. No, that tank's on another mod.
Oh, okay.
Keep the door off. Well, I
ordered
did.
the clear ones, right?
Yeah. Vapors Cloud right now. I don't know if you guys know. Vapors Cloud is having a Black Friday sale. Now I don't get paid from Vapors Cloud. Trust me, I'm not sponsored by anybody at all. So I still see vapor coming out of this. It worries me. So, and did I order any vape gear today? I did order some stuff from Vapors Cloud, but I ordered it a couple days ago, and they still have the Black Friday sale going on. So
Black Friday's been going on for a week and a half. So
yeah. Okay, Creed. You sponsor me, Creed. I appreciate your sponsorship, my good friend. Vapors Cloud has like the extension mods for the Osiris tank. So if you have an Osiris like I do, either the small one or the big one, they have extension tanks, which are half off. I don't remember what the original price was. They're like $10 now. The same thing with the frosted doors for the Hog. You can buy them half price now. I would get in on that. Not only did I I got spare glass for the Osiris 30 millimeter and the 28 or 25, whichever one it is. And I come to find out this Osiris, which is the bigger Osiris, 30 millimeter, I think. the glass is busted, and I had no idea because it has a vape band around it. But I kept, every time I would lean this mod over, I would see it getting juice on the side, and I was like, why? And then I barely moved the vape band and found out the glass is cracked. Now, when it happened, I have no idea. So I ordered spare glass for the Osiris tanks. They're really cheap right now on Vapors Cloud, so if y'all want to pick some up, grab some of those. I ordered the extension kits for both of these so it'll hold more juice. If anything I can complain about this tank the most of is that it doesn't hold a lot of juice, and you will be filling this thing up all the time. The big one or the small one, it doesn't matter. So with the extension kit, which Cloud Chucker already has the extension kit, you don't have to fill it nowhere near as much. I mean, obviously you put more juice in it, but you don't have to refill it over and over and over like I was having to do before. This is still vaping, believe it or not. There's no glass in there. It's just cracked, but it vapes fine. I'm waiting on the glass to get here, which I think comes in Monday. I still have the extension kit is how many mils? Ooh, good question, 60 watt guy. I would have to look back on the site. I think it adds at least another 5 mils.
Do it to it.
Do it to it. All right, let me see. Because I don't know if they list. I don't know. Oh, not that. I just typed in the wrong web address and it's going to give me a bunch of stupid stuff. That domain's for sale. Yeah, I bet it is. All right, so let's go to the Black Friday sale. And oh my gosh, they're going to show me everything. I just need the Osiris stuff. Let me go change that. So, not RTA. There we go. So, the extension kit for the 30 millimeter. Maybe they got it in the description. See, it says, wait, let me try additional information. Dimensions, 4 by 3 by 1 inch. The weight is 3 ounces. That doesn't tell you. And it says what it comes with. 1 tall glass, straight glass, 1 tall bubble glass, 1 black extension, gold extension, stainless steel extension, electric blue, and 1 gunmetal extension.
Maybe they don't want to list it that way people in the UK can buy it without getting in trouble. No, Shane, it is a mint chocolate chip whiskey from Old Smoky. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
like
test
a
it.
Melted shamrock shake.
Yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like. One of those shamrock shakes, like from either was it Chick-fil-A or McDonald's? One of those.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Yours just looks kind of white and weird, but yeah.
It is green. It's like a light green color, but it just tastes like you're drinking a melted mint shake, pretty much. Especially if you got enough ice in there, like I do. Yeah, it could be why they didn't list it. I don't know for sure. Like I said, Cloud Chucker, which I don't see him in chat yet, he has one. Maybe he knows how many mils it holds. I don't know. I do know that it adds quite a little bit to it because you're getting a bigger tank. I'll have to look at the tanks and just basically fill them up with juice and see how much juice it takes. That's the best way to test it I know of. Besides, because the manufacturer will always usually undercut how many mils. So say it's a 10 mil, they say it's a 10 mil, it may hold 12. I want to know exactly how much. So from a dry, empty build to a full, how many mils does it hold? That's what I want to know. So that's what I'm going to do.
Christmas.
Oh, Cloud Chucker is in here. He thinks it's 5 mils. So if it's 5 mils with the extension, what is it without? 2.5? I mean, damn.
Y'all need to get some of these if you like this. Whoops, don't stick that in the fan. Come here. They're these little tiny sticks, right? They had them at Big Lots. I first saw them at Home Depot. They've got different scents. This one smells like Christmas trees. It's $4 for 4 of them. But they smell really, really strong.
They're strong. Those things are strong smelling.
Got it hooked on the fan, and it smells like Christmas in my office. It smells so good.
The Valkyrie that Munchkin and I are both vaping on, this holds 10 mils of juice. So this is a big son of a gun, and it holds a lot of juice. This one you don't have to fill, but usually once a day. I mean, maybe if you're chain vaping, I could see you filling it again. But
60
otherwise,
watt.
yeah.
We went to Big Lots and spent $160 at Big Lots and didn't buy any of the shit that I went in there for. I wanted to buy Christmas decorations and figured, well, I'll get cat food while we're there. But we got cat food and coffee and snacks. I mean, I did get these little Christmas tree things that smell really good, and a new fancy Christmas candle that also smells. I'm allergic to pine trees, so I can't have a real one if I want to breathe. I mean, I've already got 3 cats and a dog, which I'm also allergic to, so I figured I'd stop while I'm ahead. So
You spent
I like
$500. That gum, Creed. What was you doing? I spent $500 at Big Lots today.
It's easy. I mean, yeah,
Shane,
that's where we got our couch and our chair.
you know why you chain vape, Shane. There's no question about that. What is the battery life on the Hog?
It depends on who you ask. All right, so for me, if I put fresh batteries in,
And they're
in the
brand new
morning
batteries.
before I go to work, right? I should probably replace them before I go to bed at night, because by, I'd say, noon the next day they'll be dead. But this is the only mod I use when I go to work, and I
Right.
change.
So mine are still, I mean, I'll show you on the build cam. I just changed these a few hours ago though, and it's still completely full. I would say a day and a half is normal. Now, this is 120 watts. Now, it really depends on how many watts you're throwing at this thing. If you got it down lower on the wattage scale, obviously your battery life is going to be better.
Yeah, I'm at
But
100.
yeah, there it goes again. Dadgummit.
So
B.
I'm wondering if it's not the door and it's your button.
Well, it could be the button. You know, it's weird that I have this problem with purple mods. The blue one, no problem. The
You should just
Odin
give it to me. I'll trade it.
V2 didn't have a problem with this button. The purple one, the button would stick. That's the
Did you
one
ever-
that went
I just
flying.
made you an offer you can't refuse. Hey, Red.
Who did? What?
I said I just made you an offer you can't refuse.
What's the offer?
I'll trade you
Trade me what?
mods.
You bumped your darn head.
Hey, I mean, you know, I tried, right?
You could have ordered purple. The batteries you told me are great, and I'm very happy. They last about 2 hours, and my old one's so super happy. Thank you. You're very welcome, Shane. Yeah, I can't tell you much. I can't tell you enough how good Mollicell batteries are. They just freaking. Does the button rotate? Let's see. Yes, you can rotate the button. I just rotated it. Let's see if that helps. We'll find out after the course of me vaping this. If the button gets stuck again, maybe the button. It's supposed to be.
It's what?
I'm trying to get it out
He's
correctly.
just making words up now.
It's supposed to be perfectly round, but maybe it didn't get cut perfect. If I sanded anything down on this, it would be the button, not the actual frame.
I wouldn't sand anything. Yeah, I would. What I would do, right, is I would just wait until more people buy them, and maybe they will be able to identify what the problem is.
There you go, Shane.
And yeah, I don't.
These are Mollicell batteries. I kid you not. Mollicell.
It's better than hiccuping while smoking a cigarette, Red, because that hurts.
Now just drop the back cover. Excuse me.
Yeah, don't sand anything. Just fucking-
No, I definitely wouldn't sand the mod itself. If anything, it would be the button. Just take another drink so Scoop can talk straight. Well, this drink is doing nothing for me.
Yeah, this is kind of weak, but they're tasty.
Tetley, I forgot that was even in the bot. Wow. I totally forgot about that, Tetley. Thanks for putting that up there, because
So when we went to Big Lots, we saw a restaurant called America's Best Wings. Now his favorite restaurant when he was in Georgia is Atlanta's Best Wings, right? Look, he's rubbing off on me. So after we went to Big Lots, I was like, "You want to go try that wing place?" It was actually really, really good. He looked like he needed a bath when he came out of there. So.
Oh,
I mean, it
Munchkin.
was good. I got 10 boneless wings with fries and a drink. It was $13. And you know how boneless wings are usually mostly breading? These were the biggest chunks. I mean, they were huge chunks of chicken. Um, I got lots of fries, and
I
they were
agree,
crinkle
Red.
cut fries. It was really, really, really good. Yeah.
Now, I did order some more LED lights, Red, so we can. Good Wing Place is hard to find, Shane, and we just found one tonight.
Yeah, they were good.
There's a lot of wing places I go, and I'm like, it's okay, but it's not Atlanta's best wings or whatever. This one, now Munchkin got regular. She got Parmesan, like hot Parmesan.
Hot parm is basically hot sauce. So regular, typical your hot buffalo wing sauce, right?
With
But
cheese.
they sprinkled everything with Parmesan cheese, which you could never go wrong with Parmesan cheese.
And I got mango habanero because I like mine a little hot. Now, the good thing about mango habanero, if they do it right, is it's a sweet flavor that you get, and then the heat hits you on the back end, which is exactly what it did. It was perfect. At first I was like, okay, their food's good, but, is the place clean? Blah, 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 blah. We looked around. It's clean. Went in the bathroom. The bathroom smelled great. I was like, how's the bathroom smell great? This is like, and it's not like a mom and pop store because they have 8 locations.
Yeah.
So it's a chain of stores, but man, it was nice in there. So we're going to eat there again.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Big portions. Their menu
really
is a little weird because besides just wings, they have rice bowls and fish. They got veggie burgers and all kinds of stuff. So next time I might want to try a rice bowl.
I did try Munchkin's door on mine, 60-watt guy, but I didn't try it long enough. I literally did it for a couple seconds and it didn't fire. That could be just because because you saw earlier, you literally just have to catch this the right way. Now, when I get the plastic ones that are coming in, I think, like I said, Monday, I'll be able to check that more. If those don't do it at all, maybe I'll have to run the clear ones. I don't mind. I like the purple better, but if the clear keeps it from firing, and I can also see my wattage and everything when I vape, that.
But at the same time, like you said, how often do you take that door off? It's not like you need to get to it. The only time I ever take my door off is when I turn the mod off. I take the door off to double check that it's actually off. Other than that door never comes off unless I'm like, shit, which door is the battery? I mean,
Oh, and hey, Angela, if I didn't say it, I'm sorry. Hey, Angela, welcome. And Kramer and everybody else, Red. Everybody that's in chat. Everyone's. 38 watching, 11 thumbs up. Yeah, so well, people don't give me thumbs up for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because my show is boring.
Yeah. So I got lazy after putting all the leftovers away last night. I hate dismembering the turkey, right? I literally hate it. I can't stand it. So I was watching TikTok and somebody was like, they literally picked up this carcass and just shoved that bitch in a fucking pot and filled it with water. So that's what I did. So it's been on the stove on low since yesterday at about 7 o'clock. It smells so good in here. I hadn't thought it all the way through yet, though, because I don't know where the hell I'm going to put. My plan is I'm going to strain it, see if I can pick out large chunks of turkey to set aside and freeze, and then pour the broth into like a tea pitcher to let it cool down, and then I'm going to pour it into an empty like milk jug that's been cleaned out to store it, and grab some frozen vegetables and some egg noodles and make turkey soup.
I gotta tell y'all a story. This happened Thanksgiving Day, right? Now, I don't think Munchkin was playing, but I went along with it like it was anyway. So,
okay.
Thanksgiving Day was absolutely gorgeous outside here. Not to mention, our local Air Force base is closed because it's Thanksgiving Day. It's a holiday. So I was like, man, this is a perfect day to fly. But Munchkin was in there cooking. The only thing I cooked for Thanksgiving was cornbread. Munchkin did all the rest, which was awesome. Every bit of the food was great. So, out of the blue, I just said, hey, convince me why I shouldn't go fly today.
No, you said talk me out of it.
Yeah, talk me out of going flying today. And she went off the handle. You mean to say I'm going to sit in here and cook all freaking day and blah, blah, blah while you go fly? I don't think so, mister. I was like, that is some great role playing. I appreciate that. I will not go flying today.
That was not role playing. I would have killed him where he stood.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't think I should fly today.
It would have been one thing if he did that in the morning. Because, you know, in the morning, you throw the turkey in, and then you're just kind of like standing around going, okay.
Yeah, but I
not
wanted
really anything to do. No, he brings that up. I've already pulled the turkey out of the oven, right? I've pulled the turkey out of the oven. I'm making green bean casserole. I'm making the muffins. I'm boiling the potatoes. So we're like a half an hour away from time to literally sit down and eat. And this motherfucker's like, talk me out of going flying? Sure, no fucking problem. Do you want to die?
Do you want to die today? Well, okay. This is the reason why I didn't try to go do a morning flight. In the morning, it was pretty cold. And I wanted the sun to heat up everything and it be, you know, a decent temperature for an afternoon flight if I was going to do it. Now, granted, I stalled. It was almost 3 and the sunset's at 5 o'clock. So normally you would fly at basically 4 o'clock. And I think when I asked Munchkin, it was a few minutes after 3, which would have gave me an hour to get everything set up and ready to go and fly. But, you know, I was like, so what? I missed one flying day. It's not going to kill me. But
ain't nobody having afternoon delight on Thanksgiving. We're too fat to move.
the temperature has drastically dropped since yesterday. I think it's come down a lot.
You're going to have another 70-degree weekend.
If we do, you know, I'll get to fly. If not, you know, we don't.
We will. I'm telling you. Winter isn't even until December. It doesn't get cold until January. You'll be fine.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, if I don't get to go, no big deal. I'll fly again. I'll get to fly again.
I never cooked the pies. By the time we finished eating, and no, he didn't help clean up. I am the type of person that cleans while I cook. So literally the only thing that needed to be done is we put our 2 plates in the dishwasher and I put the leftovers in Tupperware. And I mean, I think I have a casserole dish and 2 pans that I need to wash. Everything else is in the dishwasher and was cleaned up as I was going along. Because I cannot cook in a messy kitchen.
But
he made more mess just making the cornbread than I made the entirety of the day cleaning.
Yeah, rushing is bad. When you go to fly Dom Long, you definitely don't want to rush. That I can't believe y'all say my gold G class is packed up because it is right there where my finger's pointing. That is the gold G class. So the bot needs updated.
But it has been sanitized yet. No,
it has not been sanitized. So you know. I got to tell y'all.
At least this time it was a slow death instead of, you know, being drowned in a hot tub.
Someone stole your favorite G class. Ooh, I'm sorry about that, Red. Wow, that sucks. Hey, Jade, how you doing? Hope everything's going well.
Jade?
I forgot Jade was doing a show Wednesday. I don't even know what the heck we were doing besides passing out. But yeah.
Well, we weren't passing out Wednesday. We were at work Wednesday.
The Pure Max from SX Mini. I do have one complaint that I've had with it that happened to me the other day. Now, I have a test sample, okay? This is not the production model. What I have is the test sample. But the little lever on the side where you adjust the airflow, Mine, it has like a socket, right? And then the button goes into that. The button itself came off. So now there's nothing there but the slider. I can manually go in there and adjust it with probably some tweezers or something, but that did pop off. Now, besides that, I tried to vape that thing, was it yesterday morning? And the nicotine level that hit me, now that was 50 milligram nic, was way too strong. It about knocked me on my tail. I was like, whoa.
No, King Cobra.
You was waiting for me to join? Yeah, Jade, it completely, wow.
Thank you, Cloud Chucker.
Cloud Chucker, you're awesome, man. You did not have to do that. I do appreciate it, buddy. Thanks a lot, man. After that, I tried to vape this little guy, which this is the pumpkin frosting. Like I said, if you want a sweet pumpkin pie or something, this is probably, this is not it. Yeah, this tastes like
someone
fresh
slapped frosting on a pumpkin straight out the pumpkin patch.
Yeah,
it's took a bite of it. Yeah.
It's strong, no doubt. I like. Wait, I'll show y'all what it does when you fire this. It has a cool little pumpkin that, you know, and then your battery level's at the top and your juice level's at the bottom, which you can see my juice level is starting to get. You never noticed that? Yeah, this one, the Raz mods do that. These are Raz pods, R-A-Z. They do give you a sticker. They give you a lanyard, which the other half of the lanyard is laying around here somewhere that just clips in. So it's great for somebody flying, per se, because you can actually close the airflow off on these just like that. So that airflow is completely closed now. And then I can slide that up to open the airflow up. So these would be great for flying. Not particularly this flavor, because like I said, it's a pumpkin that I'm not used to tasting. I'm used to pumpkin pie, and this is not pumpkin pie. Not even close. It is literally like you stuck a spoon in a pumpkin and started eating the fresh pumpkin.
Not even sticking a spoon. Like you went to the field and just
that just now popped up. Wow.
Took a bite out of a raw pumpkin.
I need to change some of these GIFs and stuff that it does.
Still a zombie.
I'm gonna need some wheel fly help with all that stuff.
Just shopping while watching the show.
I love Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
That.
Yeah,
got an Amazon link pulled
get
up.
your shop on. Get your shop on. Now's the time to do it on Black Friday. But honestly, even Munchkin said that Black Friday, the people that were camped out or whatever at Walmart were really disappointed.
No, there's nobody camped out at Walmart. That's the price. People are at Walmart at 7:30 and it's completely empty. But here's the thing: is first of all, everyone's broke. Who needs another fucking TV? And like all the Black Friday sales is like 15% off. I can do that any day of the year with a fucking coupon. And all y'all done is jacked up the price and then dropped it back down to what it was a week ago and saying it's a Black Friday sale.
See, they think they're
Yay! Thank you,
Will. Usually when Will does that, it says Resurgence PPG rocks. Yeah. I do appreciate that, Will. Thanks, bud. Steve's okay too.
It's just my elbows. That's all.
Oh, your elbows. Your
Will's
elbows
got
are for the win. Will flies great when it comes to help with computer stuff. He's okay as a friend. Will's been really, really good, Shane.
Shane, did you ever figure out who the hell you were texting instead of Scuba? Okay, well, Creed, you are not the average Walmart shopper. I guess I'll just put it that way. I mean, I'm not broke either. I just don't need any of the shit they're putting on sale, and it's not a big enough sale to entice me to purchase shit that I don't need.
That's the other problem we're having here, and Munchkin is 100% correct about it's hard to buy for me for Christmas because I usually buy whatever I want, and I do. There's Will. Will's getting his zombie on. I usually buy whatever I want, so it's hard for me to go, hey, I really would like this without me going and buying it, because I usually do.
I can't even go off the Amazon save for later, because He's got like electric bikes in Save for Later.
Those are the
Or
ones Shane recommended.
six flight helmets, which he already has 2, 3, and it's like, what? Hey, John. So yeah, I can't even go off the Save for Later because he doesn't ever go clean that up. Like, okay, I bought this item, I can take it out of the Save for Later now. But yeah.
Ooh, you're smoking a pork butt, Shane. That sounds amazing.
That does sound good.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until usually around Christmas time is when you can find really good smoker deals.
Hello, John Q.
It's in my hands. What do you have in your hands, John Q?
We don't want to know. I don't want to know what John Q has in his hands.
Who was that? Was it John Wayne? Yes, it was John Wayne that posted the reasons why he needs a trike. I didn't show you that video, did I?
Oh Lord.
Well,
Hello.
I mean,
hello, Hot Butter.
and I posted on his video. What's
Walter.
up, Hot Buttered Steve? How you doing tonight? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving along with your lovely wife. We've had an interesting week to say the least. An interesting week. The fate of chat.
Oh yes, it's in your hands. Yes, it is all in your hands.
I did put that, and there's reasons why I put that, because this show could go one way or this show could go completely the other way. I'm trying to keep it the way it is right now.
So buy him something he doesn't know he needs. Albie, I can do that, but a lot of the times those are just like stocking stuffer
Walter.
type things. I can't surprise him with anything big or good or the big present because he's already bought it. I've told him before, you're not allowed to purchase anything after like Halloween, but that
You know it will go that way. No, it won't. It won't, John Q.
And how you doing, Albie?
I'm trying to be a good scuba tonight. Oh my goodness. So, one of my buddies on Xbox, now this is just out of the blue, been playing with him for quite a while. And he has some disabilities, which that does not bother me. I don't discriminate against anything like that. No problems. A couple of the people I play with have disabilities. Completely fine. So he was like, hey man, you need to get this game. You need to get Modern Warfare 3 is the game I'm referring to. You need to get this so we can play. You need to get this so we can play. So I got the game.
Next, John Q.
He played with me one round. That's it. One round. And then, he had to go. Fine, no big deal. So days went on. I'm still playing this game. I keep asking him, hey, you going to play? You going to play? Oh, yeah, I'm going to play. And then the night before, I said, are you going to play? Oh, I've had a bad week, blah, 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 blah. So I go on Xbox and I look, and he's playing Fallout 76. And he's like, well, I had a fight with my mom, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't say anything, but you had a fight with your mom, so you don't feel good, but you're playing Fallout 76 on Xbox right now. Really? So, okay, no big deal. So, last night or night before, I don't remember what night it was now. Night before last, I go on there and I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 again. And I notice in the friends list that he's playing Modern Warfare 3 also. I'm like, really? Now's my chance. So I loaded into their game. So it was him and another guy playing. Don't remember the guy's nickname, doesn't matter to the point. So the guy that he was playing with said, oh, I'm about to exfil and get off. Fine, okay. So he was leaving. So then he goes, well, maybe Nate can stay and play with you. And damn, I just said their name. And then, so instead of them going, yeah, sure, I'll play, he goes, I don't know. I'm not feeling too good. The fakest cough I've ever heard in my life. So I basically told him to get lost, and I shut off my Xbox and then proceeded to block him and unfriend him because don't tell me that you're going to do something and then do the complete opposite and then refuse to play with me. So, hey, good luck with your life. I'll do mine,
Now,
you do
this
yours.
is the same guy that would message him multiple times a day
All the time.
on the other zombies, right? Can we play? Can we play tonight? Can we play tonight? Can we play tonight? And he spent 99% of the time reviving this guy, carried him, but would play with him consistently. Can we play tonight? Can we play tonight? He actually got him to go spend money to purchase a game that he had no interest in buying just to get blown off. Now, obviously, this young man, part of his disabilities are issues with social interactions, reading social cues, understanding when an Xbox hoochie is taking advantage of you, right? He's thinking this is a serious girlfriend. No, this is some Xbox hooch that's trying to get you to spend money on her, right? So he's got issues understanding things like that. So he messaged me and said that Scuba should know better than to take his anger out on somebody with disabilities. And before I got a chance to respond to him and say, okay, well, that being said, yes, he is autistic. Your autism does not give you a free pass to be a dick and blow people off. It's just you don't get that opportunity. But instead, he messaged me before I got a chance to message him, telling me that I was stupid. He said you're stupid, and of course he used the wrong version of "you're" for dating a psychopath, and you're out of my life. So I'm obviously so torn up that I got blocked by this kid. Yeah, I just don't. It's like, look, young man, you have very few friends because of your behavior. So if you think this is how it's going to work and that this is going to keep people in your life that are honestly trying to help you and want to be friends with you despite your complete and total lack of any social intelligence whatsoever, this is not the way to do it.
It is sad,
It
Will.
is. And
I mean,
the messed up thing is this kid's, what is he? He's in his late 20s. He's almost 30 years old.
You play
Actually, I
video
think
games
he
with
is
me,
30 years
Steve?
old.
All right.
Yeah.
We could be the Steve duo, man. I don't know who would be the better sidekick, me or Hot Butter Steve.
I believe so, Dire Thing. Yeah. Yeah. So
No.
I just, yeah.
What are you talking about, Hot Butter Steve? No, I've never heard of that or tried it. What the hell?
And you know what? It probably exists, and I want to Google it, but I'm not going to.
I have both 60-watt guys, so I have PS5 and Xbox Series X or an S, and I got another PS5 brand new in the box, unopened still. So
Yeah, and
pick your platform. I just
no,
don't.
it's not. It's
I just don't like playing on PC because if I did play on PC, I'd have to do it with a joystick. I've tried to do it with the WASD keys and the mouse. I'm really bad at that. Really bad.
Like, I'll put it this way, right? So he got a girlfriend that I guess he met through his parents, like, right? And now he's almost in his 30s. He lives with his mom and dad, who I believe have yeah, they treat him like he's 10. So I guess this girl, who he saw a grand total of maybe 3 times in their relationship, found somebody else and broke up with him. That was like a year ago. This kid actually messaged me and said that we have no idea how it feels to have somebody that you've been in a relationship with a year cheat on you. And it's like, dude.
Do you know who you're talking to?
It's only happened to you. Only you, ever.
That's like, dude,
nobody.
We're older than you. We've been through the same thing. Guaranteed. Trust me.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And I know part of it is because his mother, like he can't get on the video game until 7 because his mom won't let him. So I get it, right? I get it, but it's like Did you expect me to cry? I mean, because I don't care. I don't
Okay,
care.
enough about that. That's fine.
Yeah, well,
I
John
mean,
Q asked about the other thing.
what other thing?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to switch the situation.
He does.
When did he ask about it? I have to see what he said.
Earlier. You'll have to scroll up.
What's wrong with being autistic? No. How
No.
much before that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm scrolling back.
It'll
Everyone's
be
good until
it'll
you
be a
show them
short
what good
conversation.
is. I don't see any. Let me scroll. Looking. What's wrong with being autistic? No, you say it's before that?
He said, "What's with the asshole giving you shit about viewer numbers?" And King Cobra wanted to know if you ever got your apology. And Walter, the coins are just
all right.
fake gambling.
Y'all brought it up, so we will discuss this. There was a comment made during Vic's show that I did not appreciate. The weird thing about it is it came totally out of the blue. I didn't say anything to provoke said comment, and I'm still wondering why the comment was made. The weird thing about it is it had nothing to do at all with what I was talking about on the show, period. Aiden was slurring his words. He was slurring when he was talking. So I said, wow, Aiden, how many of you had to drink? You have another one.
And you weren't the only person. Everybody was making jokes about
right.
What you drinking, Aiden? You know, yeah.
I've never chased viewers. I agree with that, John Q. I don't. All right. So anyways.
What, by speaking, Dolores? I mean, I don't.
I made the comment by commenting on the show. I mean, I was just chatting in there. I mean, it was on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Which is still
the same way everybody else was.
Yeah, I was just chatting. So Aiden goes, "It's okay, Scuba. If your show was interesting, or if your show was more interesting, maybe you would have more viewers." Now, this was right after they made the comment about being the #1 vape show, not the #2 show, but the #1 vape show. And you know what? There's kids that open toys on YouTube that have millions of subscribers. So you feel real good about the 135 people that watch your show. Real good. And not
all
you.
Right, okay.
Whoa. They're not watching because of you. They're watching because of Vic.
Right.
You, Aiden, and Adam are riding Vic's coattails. Plain and simple. If you did a live show by yourself, you're not going to get any viewers.
Well, they would now, because now they've got all the people that watch Vic's show that know who they were, or know who they are. Now, I don't know a whole lot of UK reviewers, people that do the shows. I don't recognize them. I've never heard of Aiden before at all. So, I just don't understand. Here's the part that makes me mad, right? Is now Will and you paramotor people aren't going to know any about what I'm talking about, but everybody else will. Postman, wasn't it Vic's contention that Mark Roberts was responsible for everything that everybody said in chat? And that you let your viewers and you let your co-hosts talk shit about me. So when Aiden came out of completely left field with a dig on Scuba, Vic laughed.
Pretty hard, too.
So it's okay for you guys?
Yeah.
It's okay for y'all? I mean, that's just a little hypocritical as far as I'm concerned. Now, I had tried to be the devil's advocate and say, well, Vic laughs at everything, whether it's funny or not. So
yes, the UK Vic one. Yes, vaping with Vic.
He wound it back for me. And no, all three of them laughed. It's not necessarily a getting mad. It's I could understand if Scuba had made a comment about
Their viewers or anything.
y'all are lucky Vic's on the show, or you wouldn't be the number one. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He was making jokes like everybody else did about Aiden tying one on during the show, and that's the response he comes back with that had absolutely fuck all to do with what he said. So I just think that's a little bit hypocritical of Victor to not have shut that shit down, because that wasn't cool.
No, wasn't cool, but it is what it is. I'm still
Well,
like,
I mean, Mark Roberts is a fucking dick. We all know that. And granted, what Aiden said about Scuba was not even in the realm of being the same magnitude of the same things that people were saying about Victor. Not even close.
I'm not sure. But if you play it back, I'm pretty sure after he said that comment, he said, you should come watch my show. Like, I'm going to go take fucking hints from him or his show. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, especially after a comment like that. Yeah, let me go watch your show now. It'll be great.
Right. And Will, I get it.
Wow.
That's another thing, because you had made a comment. So, like, vaping shows, there used to be websites. So first there was Vapors TV, where at any given time, there would easily be 10, 11, 12 vape shows on at all times, right? At all times. Every day of the fucking week, okay? Then that got shut down because the owner, I don't know, got a wild hair up his ass or whatever, I don't know. But they disappeared, right? So now when you look at it, there's really very few vape shows. Now there's vape review shows, okay? There's guys that do reviews, but honest to goodness vape shows, there's not too many left. So to be like, we're the number one, good for you, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you know, try being number one when there's like 30 or 40 out there on all the time, but I just don't.
Something happened right after that. I think I said something to them in the effect of about being sold out to vendors or whatever, and they were like, name one, name one. I'll tell you one right now. If you watch this show back, Vic, if you happen to ever watch this show back, you just got basically a Coil Master kit for free at Vapor Expo to promote it on your channel. You don't even build coils. Why take that? Why? I ask you for a third time. Why? You don't make coils. You install them. Why the hell are you taking products that you have not? That's like me sending you a fucking paramotor. You won't know what the fuck to do with it. Get the fuck out of here. I don't tell me that. Don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about, dude. I'm older than you, been doing this longer than you have. So, yeah, just get the fuck out of here with that shit.
My fight is not with Vic. My only issue with him is that he talked a big game when it was him getting shit on, but yet he's not going to do the same thing he expected of other people to defend him.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why I'm mad about it. Because he laughed his ass off when he made the joke. He laughed his ass off when it was about my viewer count. I'm sorry, I don't whore myself out on Twitter, Instagram, fucking whatever that other, not YouTube, the other one, whatever it's called.
I don't know.
It's the other platform that everybody's going to switch to when YouTube's no longer there. So
I don't know.
Or Patreon. Rumble. There you go. Thank you, Dom Long. I don't have Patreon because here's the other thing that really gets under my skin. Who would be stupid enough to expect YouTube to be your primary source of income?
All right. See, okay. Here's the thing. This is why we were going to back it down.
Okay. I need to back it back down.
Yes,
I'll back it down.
Because this is not about Vic. This is about Aiden, whoever the fuck he is. thinking like he's gonna talk shit to somebody out of the blue. He doesn't fucking know you. Who the fuck does he think he is?
Yeah.
I've never even fucking heard of you, and the only reason I have now is because you're on a show with Vic.
We made a lot of fun. Yeah, you know what though, Wally? We may have made fun
Right,
of Vic,
Albie?
but we've never like degraded him in that way. I
Right.
just don't feel right about the comment that was made. Yeah,
Making
Aiden
fun
should
of
apologize.
Vic is not the same as talking shit about him, and that's what that guy did.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's because he'd been drinking. I can give him the benefit of the doubt on that. But hell, I drink all the time, and I still don't talk shit about people.
I'm just curious to find where did that comment come from? Because
I don't know.
you didn't say anything about the numbers or the viewers. You were making a joke like everybody else was when everyone's like, you know, what you drinking? Have another one, and that you made the same comment. So
My
it's
best
like,
guess is they talked about me for some strange reason in the pre-show before they went live, and it triggered something in Aiden's brain to say that during the show. Otherwise, why would it just come out of the blue like that? It must have been something they already talked about.
Right.
But-
well, see, in Dolores, I don't even know that he did because his response had nothing to do with what Scuba said.
I sound like
sorry,
Dave.
Larry.
Who's Dave?
Yeah, he does get a little fired up, but yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it was uncalled for. It was out of the blue. It wasn't funny, and it had nothing to do with any of the conversation that was going on in chat. It was just an insult that came flying out of left field. I don't think it was planned because he doesn't usually step into their shows and start chatting.
No, I don't. I just don't.
So yeah, I don't. It was very out of the blue. Yeah.
All I want to get across is I'm unhappy about the comment was made. Does it really bother me? I mean, who you gonna tell? Any
Right.
of us that are on YouTube streaming are nobodies. I don't have 8 gabillion subscribers, whatever. I don't care. I never got into this hoping to get a bunch of subscribers or to support me financially by doing YouTube. Never done that. My goal was to help people. If their goal is something else, to get more friends or more subscribers and more Patreons, that's on them. That's not what I'm here for. If I was, I would be asking for Patreon and all. I would have all that stuff, but I don't because my intentions are crystal clear. Unlike other folks that are all
I
over
would just
YouTube,
say next time he gets pulled over and has a chat with the
raking
law,
it in.
he can tell them that
You froze. You froze. Next
Oh,
time he
sorry.
gets pulled over,
he can tell the cop that he's the #1 vape show, I'm sorry, he's on the #1 vape show
there you
in
go.
the UK, and see how far that gets him.
Yeah, maybe he'll get out of a ticket. I'm on the #1 vape show.
Put that on your resume.
Put your hands behind your back. That's what he's gonna say. Put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna stuff your ass in his car, and you can tell everybody in jail how much you are the #1 vape show. What the hell? I could be going and saying, hey, I'm the longest running vape show. I could be doing that.
ST's already saying that.
Who is?
ST.
ST does say that, but he's wrong. And you know what? If anybody, I guess Grim Green would hold that title, but he didn't do YouTube for a long time.
Right.
So, I mean, he did videos, but he didn't do live streams until recently. So, but whatever. Am I going to go back to his show?
Shane says he had to pay Will to show up every Tuesday. Wait, we're supposed to get paid?
That's a good question, Breeze. Should I even go back in there?
I wouldn't. Why grace him with one more view? Okay, here's the thing too, right? He got a lot of nerve to say if this show is more interesting. I have never successfully made it through one vape show that was hosted by the people in the UK because they are boring as fuck. They're just boring. And part of it's because I can't understand them. The other part
Both-
of it is because they're talking about shit I don't know anything about. They're just they're boring.
Both shows do caster questions, which is the stupidest crap I've ever heard in my life. If
Now, I
you were
disagree
born
with you
again
now.
as a rock star, who would you be? Are you serious?
Okay.
How
Well,
foot
that's the
farther?
wrong accent, and I don't have a problem with those questions because it does give an insight into
Into what?
who the people are and how they think, and you get to know people. Will would want to be Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
See,
All right,
I-
Will.
You know what? I'm coming back as fucking Dolly. You better believe that. Did y'all see her at the halftime show? She is 77 years old.
I think that was
Holy
lip
shit.
sync. I think that was lip sync.
Nobody's talking about her singing, dear.
Thank you, Albie. Yes,
Did
she
you
does still look
see
young.
Dolly in that fucking Dallas Cowboys outfit? Holy shit.
Thank you, Tiger. You know what? I gotta say this. I do appreciate all you guys that do come to watch me, whether my show is boring or interesting. Y'all do come here and watch this show loyally. I appreciate every one of you guys.
Look, sometimes
Y'all don't
it
have
is
to send
boring.
me money or anything
Such
like
is
that.
life.
I just
Yeah, questions are good audience engagement. I don't have a problem with that.
okay.
But don't sit there and
You watch ST Vapes and Fagan? Larry, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not here to be like, hey, if you watch their show, you can't.
Yeah.
Now, somebody else has a problem with that, but not me personally. If you watch their shows, that's perfectly okay.
I knew there
with
was something wrong with you, Shane, but I'll take it.
me.
Yeah, see, Will doesn't even vape. You know, I mean,
We all
Look.
got a scuba thing going on. Breeze. We got a scuba thing going on.
and aside from the few new people, right? The people that watch this show have been watching this show. I mean, I've only been on it for the past couple years, and it was against my will. I had my own shit going on, and y'all have been here for how long?
Thanks, Hot Butter
I mean-
Steve.
Yeah, and see, Tetley says that he sits up till 2 a.m. watching the show, and we do appreciate it, Tetley, because there's more than a few of you here that, I mean, we're usually unconscious by 11 p.m. on a Friday night, so good for y'all, because I couldn't do it.
Anyways, yeah, I don't want to continue on the whole rant thing. I think we got most said
you
that
too,
needed to
Brad.
be said. It's just it
I'm,
hit me
I'm
out of the
disappointed
blue.
in Vic.
I'm very disappointed in the way that was handled. It was a rude comment, to say the least. I would have
It was.
never said something like that to them guys. But whatever.
No, it
I'm
was
not
rude and
here for
uncalled for.
fame and fortune. Trust
And
me.
I'm disappointed in Vic, even if he didn't say anything during the show. Like,
You
hey
froze.
man, that was uncalled for, and I'm sorry.
You froze again. Even if he
Why-
didn't
why?
say anything during the
Why?
show, I don't know why.
He could have at least messaged you after the fact and said, "I'm sorry, that was rude. He shouldn't have said that."
Yeah, but
but-
Vic's not going to do that.
No, he's not going to do that.
It was too funny. And they probably think it's just a big joke. But yet, if I say something like that, it gets posted all over Facebook and social media and all the other stuff.
Albie's just here for your stubby.
I'm
That's
here
what
for
she
the
said.
stubby 21. I only have one stubby 21, and
Ow!
it is
I
the
just
Pink Panther version of the
kicked
stubby
something.
21. I wish I would have bought more of these, honestly. The stubby 18 was okay, but the battery lasted the battery didn't last long enough. The 21, way better in my opinion. Now they said something about they may come out with another one. It's going to be a stubby of some sort. I saw Bogan talking about it, which, if y'all don't know, they're talking about banning vaping altogether in Australia. So that's
Damn.
really going to suck. Yeah, they're not just bringing in nicotine,
thought so
but
too, Tetley.
banning vaping altogether in Australia. They won't be able to get anything in Australia. Are you biting that with your teeth?
Yes, because I can't grab a hold of it with my hands.
Do y'all see what I go through when she gets intimate with me in the bedroom?
I don't bite you.
She breaks out the teeth and problems happen. I'm like, can you put those things away? They hurt. What a woman.
I have sharp, pointy ones.
What a woman. Hey, Linda, how you doing? Poor Scuba.
I don't bite him.
Poor Walter can't even vape over there. Well, you know, she... John Q! What the heck, man? You guys are crazy.
What? Oh, I do not bite.
It's going to be $500, Albie? No
Harry
way.
said that's why you have a stubby.
I had to get the stubby somehow.
I mean, haven't they ever heard of black market? Like, that's how that shit gets started.
I'm so fat now because I can eat passing free. What?
I'm so fat now because I can eat pain free.
Eat pain free?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you can decipher that.
I can't. I read red.
I read
It's all
Redonese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 60-watt guy. That's exactly my point. They're banning vaping in Australia, but yet you can still smoke all the damn cigarettes you want. Mm-hmm. It's all because they can't put the tax they want on the freaking things, and if they can't make their money, then they don't want nobody to have it.
Right.
It's like, come on, man. The monarchy's 200 by itself. Daggum, Albie. That's crazy. Well, you know, Albie's immortal, so sometimes later on when I die, you know, make sure Albie gets my stubby 21. I will bequeath my stubby 21 to you, Albie.
So
because you're immortal.
Yanking out the Christmas trees tomorrow. I have to take one of them over to the children and then come back here and we'll be setting the other one up, which means having to rearrange the living room. My shelves are not on the wall yet, sir.
Yeah, 500 is kind of steep, Albie. Don't forget the top side. The top side, man. Y'all make me
All right, Scott's get the top side. Albie
y'all make me keep these mods handy. Look, it's still full of battery power. How is that even? It's been sitting here, Scott.
Why
with the
are there batteries in it?
Because I forgot.
And he's walking around telling me I basically stole all the battery, and he's got mods.
Hey, I found another 21700. What do you know? Oh, Albie, no problem. Yeah, and Scott can get the top side.
Crap,
if I'm gone, make sure Scott gets the top side. There's 2 mods. And then John Q will come and go, well, I got dibs on all the rest of Scuba stuff. Yeah, Linda, we're breaking out the Christmas trees tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but honestly, when we take the trees out, we have to take our own tree out. Then we're taking a tree out for her daughter that we have to carry over to her daughter's house because her car is too small to fit a Christmas tree into. So we have to carry that one over to her house. Yours is up, Larry? Nice. Yeah, see, it's a whole weird thing. You know, you got to wait for Thanksgiving to put the Christmas tree up. The weird thing is we have lights out going down our banisters that are Halloween related. They're purple and orange, so they don't go with Christmas. I need to unplug those or something because it doesn't look right. You've never had a woman who cooks? Wow, Shane, but you're a chef, man. Why would you thanks, Linda. Why would you worry about having a woman that cooks if you cook yourself? And don't get me wrong, Munchkin don't cook a lot. She don't. And she got headphones back on now.
Wait, what now?
I didn't say nothing. She's going to show y'all something she got at Big Lots.
Yeah. Y'all want to see what else I bought?
Those, even though Munchkin's camera sucks.
Yes, they're all the cereal marshmallows.
Yeah, those are the Lucky Charms cereal marshmallows. She got a giant bag of the things.
And you know what, Red? I heard about that because I never really knew the history of that, right? I've never really celebrated Thanksgiving based on what they did back in the day. It's just an excuse to eat food and meet with my family. So I'm going to continue to do that.
Why does it say ads will run in 44, 43, 42, 41?
Because it's telling you it's when they're going to run ads.
Hey, maybe I'll make 3 cents.
The leftovers, John Q. They
Great.
didn't kill everybody, but so any
I want y'all
progress
to
with
notice
the car
something.
repairs? Not really.
I want y'all to notice something about the channel. When you bring up drama, more there was 53 viewers in here just a second ago.
Yeah.
53. Drama attracts viewers.
Well,
It
because
always
they want to
does.
know what's going on.
All
I mean,
I wanted to do was get my point across and move
That's
on.
human nature. I ain't gonna.
It is human nature, but it's
Bloody
weird.
Mary deviled eggs. I made deviled eggs and realized I didn't have any paprika, so I had to go buy some today.
Oh, thanks, Dom Long, for supporting the show with ads.
Well, Sean, don't get too excited about that because, I don't like to cook anymore.
Over 30 years of cooking for her. Wow. She never cooked all that time, Shane? Come on. She had to have cooked.
Woohoo! Go fish! All right, we won. Good.
So,
I like that.
Shane, this is an idea. Teach her how to cook stuff. You're there with her every day. Show her how to cook something, and she might be inclined to cook that for you someday.
But only once, John Q.
I'm being totally serious. Say you pick out a dish you really like, whether it be smoked butt, whatever. Show her exactly how to do it. And someday when she wants to be nice for you, she will cook that for you. Show her exactly how and remind her each step along the way, and boom, it'll get done. Guarantee
Or
it.
don't do that because Shane doesn't want to die. If she wants to cook, she will. Not knowing how is not an excuse, and I'm quite sure she knows fucking how.
I'm talking about never trust a skinny chef, Shane, Red.
Yeah, that's...
She don't want to cook, and I like to live and not die eating dinner.
Right. So, yeah, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'll just...
See, Scuba, it works. I taught my wife about spices and savory food versus the bland crap her mom made.
Okay, that's a difference because my daughter could not cook when she first met her husband, right? So when they
Big
got
Daddy.
together and they would cook, he would go in there and start doing the spices and stuff like that. And her skills have improved by 10,000. I mean, that girl can cook her ass off. You could just give her a refrigerator full of leftovers and she's going to come up with something and it's going to be good. Some people, if you've been raised in a white family where salt and pepper is the extent of the seasoning and even that's too spicy, people are afraid of seasonings. They need to know what to use and when to use it and to know the difference between using cornstarch and flour in cake. That's my sister. My problem is
that's bad when you have to pray after you cook. We pray after we
Nobody wants
eat.
to work all fucking day and then come home and make dinner, and I certainly don't want to. When I was a title examiner and 2:30 was late in the day and I headed home, when I could get everything prepped and have everything ready, so all I had to do was start cooking it at 5:36, it was fine. But yeah, fuck that. I don't want to get off work at 5:30, drive home, and then start getting everything ready to make dinner. Fuck that.
I'll give Munchkin's daughter, Katie, credit. She has, from just the time I've been around. Hey, Addie, how you doing? She has went from making basic meals to like full-blown things, and she has not made anything that didn't taste good.
No.
Nothing. So she has really come a long way with her cooking, and now I'm glad that she learned how to do all that, because now They live in their own place now, so she has to cook for their
I went
entire
grocery
family.
shopping for her last Friday. I went and picked up her card and went to the grocery store and bought everything on her list. And she sent me home with damn near an entire pan of lasagna that Scuba ate for 2 days.
Ooh,
I gotta bring her
that
a pan
lasagna
back,
was
but-
good. Lasagna was good. I ate it. I ate all of it in 2 helpings. I ate
Yeah, see,
one
I'm
helping.
not very creative as far as coming up with ideas of what to mix together and try to make. I'm not good with that. I'm good at following a recipe, but she's
Yeah.
very creative when it comes to figuring out what to make with what she has.
That cornbread came out really good, and
Mm-hmm.
I added a little more than a cup of sugar to the mix, and it gave the cornbread a little hint of sweetness as
That
you
was
eat it.
good. Mhm.
That makes it good, and it was
With
nice and
melted butter on
crispy.
it.
Nice and crispy. That was good
See,
corn
Red,
and thick
the
too.
la-
Man, that
the
stuff was
last hot munchie that I came up with was I wanted something sweet, and all we had was chocolate chips, marshmallows, and potato rolls. And I made marshmallows are really hard to cut too, so
like,
I
you just snorted.
I did. I bit the marshmallow into chunks into the hot dog bun, and I put chocolate chips in it, and I wrapped it in aluminum foil and baked it in the oven, and it was delicious. So then Dave asked for one, and he happened to come around the corner as I'm biting his marshmallow into pieces and spitting it into his hot
Brown
dog
sugar.
bun. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I could do that, Dom Long. I don't know if we had any handy, so I just used normal
Lots
sugar.
of liquid, Linda, and yes, we have a ton of brown sugar.
Oh, well,
I think it's all in the basement in a Tupperware bin because I don't have anywhere to put. When I cleaned out the cabinet, right? So I like to bake, and my problem is, right, whenever I go to the grocery store, I can never remember.
Breeze.
Do I have brown sugar or do I have powdered sugar? So I would buy more. So when we moved and I cleaned out the pantry, we had 7 boxes of brown sugar and I think 9 boxes of powdered sugar. So yeah, safe to say I probably don't need to buy any of that for a very long time. I didn't think of that. I was high, John Q. Teeth work just as fine.
I wonder if any of the people out there that vape live in Florida, besides Shane, obviously.
Like, sure, Wally.
Wally doesn't live in Florida.
Wally lives in Florida.
Oh, I'm thinking Walter. My bad. Walter.
And Albie
Wally
did live in Florida.
Yeah, Albie's no longer in Florida. I'm just wondering because, Shane's got that Fly for Gauge coming up in March. And if y'all are in the neck of the woods down in Florida, I might be down there next year. So if y'all want to meet the very uninteresting Scuba, you might want to go to that fly-in. And then Shane's probably going to be cooking because we're going to force him to cook. So there you go.
I've only been to Florida once, and I did like the daily thunderstorms. I thought that was cool, but I don't like heat. So yeah.
I'm in tomorrow. Yeah, Walter's already here. He's tomorrow.
It wasn't cake, John Q. We tipped it outside of the pan onto a plate so we could cut it.
Did I post that picture on Facebook?
I posted it.
Oh.
But it was really good. It's just he used the cast iron pan he used was too small, so it was very thick.
Very thick. Yeah.
We have a really big one, and then we have a really small one. And the big one, it would have been too thin, and the small one, it was too thick. But I just put some melted butter on it and heated it up. It was good.
I need the medium-sized cast iron skillet. It works really good in cast iron, long as you grease the pan first before you put the mix in there, and then you cook it about 25 minutes. Perfect. 450. Done. Nice golden brown. It literally looks like a
What's a good beef for a slow cooker? Any beef.
Yeah, I can give you a recipe, Harry.
I mean,
let me show y'all a picture of it. There it is.
That's the one good thing about the slow cookers is you can use the shittiest cuts of meat and they'll come out.
That's the cornbread.
They're not cooked long enough.
If we go by my sister-in-law's recipe, that doesn't work because it's
Well,
like
we need to measure her hands.
handfuls. She says handfuls.
Yeah.
I used 2 cups of cornmeal, Martha White, and I used
Okay,
no.
corn cake. It was still good. Yeah, use Martha White.
I used 2 cups of buttermilk, Martha White cornmeal, and then I used a cup of flour. Then I added a cup, well, not really a cup, maybe a half a cup of shortening.
Well, good night, 60 watt.
And then I added a little over a cup of sugar. And then you add in buttermilk until you get the consistency of grits. You want to stir it, and you want it to be thick like grits, but not so thick, not so thin that it just drips out. So you want a nice thick mix. You put all that into a greased iron skillet, and you bake it at 450 degrees for 25 minutes, and it will come out perfect. Trust me.
25 degrees Celsius.
I did add a little bit of salt and pepper in there also. That's personal preference. You don't really have to add that. If you want to have if you don't want it to taste any sweetness whatsoever, you don't have to add the sugar. But honestly, you can barely taste the sweetness. It's just kind of like an afterthought. But it makes it really good, I think. In the crispy part of the crust that goes around the cornbread. I mean, you could see from the picture, it just looks like a cake. It's freaking good.
77 degrees is what Walter said. I had to ask Echo.
Oh, he's talking Celsius. Yeah, I
77 degrees.
Oh.
See, that's bordering on too warm.
So 77 Celsius is 450 Fahrenheit?
No, 25 Celsius is 77 degrees.
Oh.
He's talking about the weather,
Hey,
not
Ziggy,
cooking temperatures. Yeah,
450 Fahrenheit is what in Celsius?
450 degrees Fahrenheit is about 232.2 degrees Celsius.
232 Celsius is what you would.
He's
bake
talking
it.
about the weather, not the temperature.
I'm talking about the cornbread.
cornbread.
I just wanted to know what temperature to cook it at. It's 63. Dadgum, Shane.
It is in the 50s here.
Yeah,
so.
it's 44 right now.
Yesterday, when we were cooking, when I was cooking, I was sweating my ass off. So yeah, I kept going out in the back to cool down because it was warm. I had to turn the air conditioner on.
This is what I've always
bite him.
This is what I've wondered about the paramotor. Is it better to leave, like if say I don't fly it the rest of the winter, is it better to leave gas in it, or should I siphon out the gas that's in there, run it until it runs completely dry, and then let it sit?
That sounds good too.
I mean, I could just get some fuel stabilizer and put that in there and hope for the best, but I don't want, because I'm pretty sure that gas I used had ethanol in it, and I don't want that to sit in there. That's why I want to take it out. If it was ethanol-free gas, which I can't seem to find around here, then I wouldn't worry about it. But that's got ethanol in it. So, and go. There, yeah, Shane, I'm using ethanol gas. You know, high octane, but still ethanol.
Well, what
Best
difference
to
does
run
it
it
make
dry?
whether it's sitting in your gas tank or sitting in a gas can?
Well,
I mean, other than you don't want it to fuck up with your
no,
seals.
if it's in the gas can, I'll discard of that or use it in my chainsaw. But if it's in the paramotor itself, it's sitting in the carb where that membrane is with that ethanol, and that stuff turns to like this goo. And I don't want that in my carb. So what I want to do is siphon the gas out of the tank and then start it and let it run until it runs dry and shuts off. Then I'm good. Oh, you use AV gas where you're in good shape. I guess I could get AV gas if I drove all the way to Jamestown. They gotta, and I can't. I definitely can't go to Langley. Hey, y'all got some AV gas?
I mean, you could.
I don't think that would work too well. They don't even let you on the base without military ID.
I don't know if Langley's a closed base. I mean, like Fort Eustis is not a closed base. You just have to tell them why you're there. And then they run a mirror under your car to make sure you ain't got no bombs in it, and then they let you on.
Yeah. There's no race gas around me.
Hell yeah, we beat the Jets 34-13. Suck it, Jets, fuckers.
You like Jiffy cornbread mix? Yeah, Linda, I would have went that route, but this is what my sister-in-law used to make, which tastes so good, so I like sticking with the Martha White self-rising cornbread mix.
See, I want to try and see if we could just make it into muffins next time.
Yeah, you're not flying it, Scott. Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't want it to, hurt my motor. I honestly I was going to crank it on Thanksgiving, even if I didn't fly, just to run it for a little while. But
and your point is, John Cube?
I don't know what I'll do. Maybe this weekend I'll go out there and fire it up. Maybe burn the gas out of it. I got to siphon what's in there back into the can, and then I'll run it till it runs dry. I see that Avery Flies did a review on the Smoke headset. That he did a better job than I did. I admit defeat. He did do a better job at reviewing the headset than I did. But it is what it is. At least I put mine out way before November of 2023. Well, that's because I paid the high price before the $99 one came out. And honestly, the $99 one was better. So, well, at least the microphone part was. I haven't even tried the headset itself because all I did was take that mic and put it with my old one, and it works fine now. So I'm going to stick with that. Besides the last flight I did with my trike, because something wasn't on, or I don't know what, it wasn't connected to my phone, even though it said it was. I couldn't hear anything in my headset at all. So I was like, whatever.
We do have a marina. I wonder if they have that.
Will, don't tell me, what do you mean wait 99? I posted it all in our chat that the PPG Smoke headset was $99.
I mean, it didn't last very long.
Yeah, it sold really fast. He sold he had 100 headsets left, and he sold every one of those 100 for $99.
Yes, Linda, they do, and you can find them at thrift stores all the time, even though I'm still hesitant to.
Sean bought one, but his microphone doesn't work.
Buy kitchen equipment, and from what I understand, thrift stores, they're fucking.
All he's got to do.
I don't care if the Jets are shitty. I hate the Jets, and I'm glad we beat them at any point in time, whether they suck this year or not. Fuck them. Yeah, I'm hesitant to buy kitchen things from.
This is why women should not be allowed to talk about football? Wow, John Q. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm happy we beat the Jets, even though the Jets suck. Apparently, did you?
Am I the only dude living that does not watch football or
probably
any sports whatsoever, really? I watch paramotor, but that's interesting. The only sport I played was baseball. So football, I never really got into that. I mean, I've played a few games. We played some tag football, regular tackle football. But watching the pros, I may watch the Super Bowl, but... Oh, you don't watch sports, Scott? Well, damn, good. I'm not the only one then. Okay. Yeah, so they always go like, so how'd you like the game? And I'm like, I don't even know who played, to be honest with you. Oh, your hubby never did, Dolores? Well, there you go. So I'm not the only one that doesn't watch sports stuff. So it is out there.
I like watching NASCAR, but only on the short tracks.
Yeah, I have been to a NASCAR event, a couple of them. Those are pretty cool to see up close, or hear, I should say, because it is very loud.
You can feel it.
I don't have anything against people that watch sports or get into it. I mean, some people get really into it.
I had my fill because Dave would watch every single game, whether he liked the team or not. It was on ESPN all fucking day long. It was enough. It was too much. It was ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Watching the draft, I'd rather stab myself in the eye with a rusty fork. Yeah, that's boring as shit.
Ever been to the Mug Bog? I have seen those, Will. Those are pretty cool to watch, but I have not been to one. Yeah. I've just seen it on YouTube or whatever, but those look cool.
We got a drag racing track a couple hours away from here. I've gone to that. Was pretty cool.
Football and drag racing. All right, Albie.
I like watching dirt bike racing, but they don't show it very often. The X Games, they show it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I do like watching. We've got a local racetrack around here. I haven't been to in a long time, but
we forgot to watch Ashley's show.
Hey, Silent. They have enduro races, which means last man standing wins. But like if you wreck your car, they leave it.
Hey, Silent will play zombies with me, by God.
Mm-hmm. Well, if his batteries aren't dead.
Silent, charge your controller. We'll play zombies, man. We can play zombies. I need to do some glitches, man. I know you know them all. I'll be honest with you, Silent. I haven't done one single glitch in Modern Warfare 3. I've seen them posted. I just haven't done any of them. So I'm still missing like 90% of the recipes and stuff that I need. I have a few. I don't have any of the wonder weapons plans, I should say. I do have a few of the sodas.
Yeah,
and,
for like 20 seconds. Walter.
And the mods. I have like brain rot, and I got whatever the other one is. One of the other ones.
Come take these marshmallows away from me. I'm not even hungry. I just can't stop snacking on them. Very gummy.
Inshallah. What in the world are you talking about, Silent? About to post a video in 10 minutes? Awesome, Silent. Yeah, go ahead and post it. I may or may not do it. I mean, we don't have to work till Monday, so that's a good thing. The stuff now, I did win, like I told y'all before, I did win a Stormtrooper.
That means God willing, by the way.
Filled with 800 mils of juice, which hasn't been shipped yet, but I'm assuming, because I know they don't ship on Fridays, DCF had a lot of drama happen the last few days, so they completely deleted one of their Facebook groups and opened another one. So if y'all were on DCF, make sure to go over and check that out, which I forgot to even look at it tonight. So, oh, okay. Okay, Silent. So, I totally missed watching the show tonight. I was running so far behind, I literally barely got a shower before I could get on the show tonight.
Uh-oh. What? Shame.
Joke for tonight. What's worse than to lesbians running with scissors? Oh, I'm scared. You think you're going to watch South Park tonight? There's one episode of South Park that has Vapor Joe in there, which I think is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called or anything, but it does show basically him running around.
It was clearly him.
Yeah.
It was from that article that was in that one magazine that I can't remember what it was. Two lesbians scissoring with the runs. Yeah, that would get messy. But I don't really think they do that.
Goodness gracious, Shane.
Yeah.
Just the thought of that. So the mod itself, the hog, has been fantastic. Munchkin's been using hers. I've been using mine. Mm-hmm. And I really thoroughly enjoy this. The only problem I foresee with this, like I said last week, it's not a mod you want to take into work with you because you're going to be blowing
Why not? I do.
Giant clouds. Yeah, but
look, you don't have to.
You're back in a separate office.
Yeah, which is kind of pointless, John Q. I really don't get. I don't think they do that. I don't think they do that.
Munchkin's in her
Blow it
own
towards
little
the floor.
office back there. I'm literally at the front desk. So if I'm vaping and I blow a giant cloud, people come in, they will see that cloud.
Yeah, they'll
So-
walk in and be like, "Why is it foggy in here?"
Right. So I don't try to fog up the front area. Munchkin just fogs her room completely. No, she don't.
I do not.
She does not.
You've
fog it.
never walked into my office, and I only fogged it up one time just to show Rachel, and then promptly set the fan back up.
I honestly don't know how she
Probably.
keeps up with all the files and stuff now. They got me opening files
Because I'm
now
a badass. That's why.
and doing like 10 other things at the same time. But I managed to keep up with my stuff. But she has so many emails, I honestly would get lost because I wouldn't be able to remember, did I do this one or not do that one? Did I do that one or that? I would have to make a list. Luckily, mine, the way I do things, I know when I've done it already because I send an email to myself saying that it's done. So,
I've been doing it for a long time.
yeah, well,
John
hey,
Q, I would imagine no, they don't, because Vapor Lock would be a bitch. But yeah, yeah, I've been doing this for 25 years, so I know what I'm doing. I know what needs to be done. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it gets done when other people think I should have it done, but you know.
that is why she can keep up with you, Scuba. There you go, Dumb Long. I almost said Dar thing. What the heck?
Oh, I noticed it. Yeah, I noticed it. I just, I just am not. What's the word I'm looking for? I try to be humble because I fuck up occasionally. I mean,
I got
it
a lot of
happens.
that sometimers, Tiger. And
Unlike other people that fuck up, I own it when I fuck up and immediately tell everybody, "Hey, I fucked up." Because then what are they gonna do? Yell at me? I mean, I've already. Hey, look, I did this and I fucked it up. This is what we have to do to fix it. And they're like, "Oh, it's okay." It's
yeah,
all
beat
right.
them. You got to beat them to the punch. Otherwise, you get hell. You get hit with hell.
He fucks up occasionally.
Scuba
but,
never messes up. That is
But-
that is not farther. That is so far from the truth, Silent. I mess up all the time.
But I mean, what we do is confusing, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to learn when there's no consistency, and trying to get agents to. It's hard for him to know when they've fucked something up because they do that quite a bit. If you don't know, I mean, just like people that are training to do the part that I do, they will just copy what other people have done, and if they don't know, they won't know how to notice when somebody else has done something wrong, and then they end up getting in trouble for it. But
See you, Shane.
Right, Shane.
I hope your butt turns out good. I kill myself. Yeah, I mean, just for an example, Silent, most of my landings with the paramotor so far have been bad. I mean, yeah, I can walk away from all of them, but they're not pretty ballerina land on
that
the ground.
is relative.
Besides the ones I did that were touch and goes.
Okay, your
Those are
landings
nice.
have been better than John's landings.
Oh well, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Like I said, bad is relative. I mean, bad compared to who?
They're not like picture perfect landings. I'll put it that
No,
way.
not like that one dude that landed at the fucking that you missed. You missed that landing. It was the most perfect
That was
landing
Ty.
I've ever seen. He came down on like 1 foot and just like floated out of the sky and had his hands up like that. He just and just
he did the
Yeah.
whole la
Yeah,
and
he
landed and just touched
just
down on 1
descended
foot.
from the heavens and touched down on 1 foot, and then the wing just fell behind him, and only like 3 people saw it. But yeah,
I
see,
didn't get
John
to see
Q,
that
that's
one.
when he was doing touch and goes. So his mind was focused on taking off again and not landing, which is why he was able to do it, because he's overthinking it.
No, the reason I was able to do it is because I had wind coming towards me, which helped with me flaring a lot. I mean, I'll get it. I mean, like the last one, not the trike one. That was understandable because I was going to hit the truck. But the one before that, where I flew around the neighborhood, when I came in, I wasn't out of my seat. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Now, yeah, you can land if you're still in your seat, but I
Not
was
very
so close to the ground at that point. When I flared, I was literally about scrubbing the
See,
ground.
I think you should,
So I
next
couldn't
time
really
you
stand
land, when you're not on a trike, you should focus on, I'm going to land and take off again, and then just don't take off. Just keep running and then slow down and stop running.
That might work. That might work.
I'm convinced that it will. How do you confuse, what's a casual wanker, but how do you confuse one, King Cobra? I'm interested to know.
Scuba, you lost. Well, thank you, John Q. It was a good landing. It was. It was a good touch and
Well,
go. And
that worked, because I have no idea. Isn't that the meaning of life? 42? Isn't that?
Yep.
What? Yeah.
I guess my flip coin didn't work. Oh, well.
So we got to get the trees out tomorrow. I've got to rearrange the living room. I need to put the couch where the chair is and the chair where the couch is, and flip my coffee table around so the tree can go in front of the window.
Luckily, the TV mount is adjustable. Hey, I won! Hey! It just took a while. I won some coins. Wally's well into the lead with 1 billion coins. Just
I
saying.
thought y'all would all be professionals at that by now, though, King Cobra. I mean,
You're doing all your decorations,
I wanted
Creed?
to get a wreath to go on the front door, but I don't want to spend $60 on a wreath. I also don't the cheap crappy one. I don't want a cheap crappy one either. Good night, Linda.
Who ordered the? Well, bye, Linda. Who ordered a pen? Was it John Q?
John Q. He got his and
He
showed
got
it
it.
off.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did because we saw his thumb more than
Yes.
the pen. Okay. Yeah, very nice pen, is it not, John Q? Very nice.
I don't know what happened to the last mod heist. Probably died. Yeah, so I mean that's what we were supposed to be going to get at Big Lots, but nothing there jumped out at me.
You know what?
I might need to buy another tree skirt, but I might have to hit up another store because I didn't see any that I particularly liked there.
We didn't.
Because I don't know if my tree skirt is in the bag with the Christmas tree. We didn't what?
We didn't get any DCF haters in here tonight.
We did not.
That's and I totally missed the show. Whoa, what just happened? We got
The robot knocked everything off the desk.
And now we're back, I guess. We were.
No, we don't have haters. Just we support people that have haters, so they like to come in here and be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, Silent. The bigger you get, the more haters you get. Now, I'm not saying I'm big by any means. My channel is definitely not big, but yeah, the haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
You should. How could anyone hate Scuba? They do, Silent. They do. Silent, you should start streaming. Well, I mean, if you have the time. Now, I don't know if you have time anymore, but you should start doing zombie streams again. I think people would find it interesting now because it's open world zombies. You should do some
And it appears
shows.
to be a lot harder.
I don't think I've seen you post any live videos because it would
Silent,
should tell
and
me.
I completely, I get it though. I can understand because I'm an asshole. I'm a bitch. I know this about myself, and I don't try to say anything different to you.
Yeah. John Q, I agree with that.
Nothing other than that, but their menu's fucking atrocious. I hate it, but that's all right.
The menu wasn't as bad once I sat down and did it. It worked out fine. Once you figure it out.
It's just I don't like having. Here's the thing, depending on what you're looking for, if you're into like fruit and stuff, you go to that category. If you're trying desserts, there's like subcategory. It's just it's I don't like it. I don't like it. If y'all are listening, I hate your menu, but I can't say anything because I have no idea how to format it to where it would be better. So I don't feel like I could offer my criticism without also offering a way to fix it. And I don't know how to fix it, so it is what it is.
Oh wow, 4 jobs, Silent. Dadgum, man. Make
Damn.
that money, dude.
What are you, Jamaican now? You got 4
Hell yeah.
jobs? Yeah.
I have 4 jobs. I do 4 jobs. You know, talk to me. You only have 3 jobs? Nah. I
Right.
have 4 jobs.
You want to have a bonfire and throw your couch in it?
That's awesome.
Why? I mean, you can buy firewood. I mean, there's a specific reason you want to burn your couch, but yeah. Yeah, I was creating. That's why I was telling John Q, instead of messing with the menu, you can just go on the Facebook page and go, I like these flavor profiles. What should I buy? And they'll tell you.
Awesome, Silent.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Well, good.
Hey, if it makes you money, dude, so that you can pay bills and stuff, more power to you.
Yep.
Buy a charging cable.
How to fucking sell feet hooks. Yeah. Yes, I am.
Buy
Scott.
a charging cable for your PlayStation remote, or a battery pack that you can just plug it in and stay on all the time.
It's funny because I was referring to that, but my dad actually had some Jamaican neighbors that moved in, and he said there's like 12 of them living in one townhouse. He said, but they were never home. So of course, my dad is the social butterfly, so he became friends with him. And he said, they had like 27 jobs between them. It's like they were always at work. They were literally never at the townhouse. They were always at work.
The most jobs I've ever had is 2. I've never tried to run more than 2 jobs.
I worked at an attorney's office and Toys R Us until one night when I'm sitting there eating my dinner at 1 o'clock in the morning. In the dark, I'm like, why the fuck am I working 2 jobs? I don't need 2 jobs. So I quit the second one.
$4,000 for Jamaica. I don't have time for a job. There you go, Creed.
Too many bills. I swear I pay them and they just keep coming back and asking for more.
You had 3
Even
Harry?
though my bills have significantly, they gone down.
Let's see if we can see this tank that's cracked. I'm scared to pull this off. I know it's cracked though because juice keeps coming out.
Then don't pull it off until you get your new thing.
Yeah, you can see that line right there that curves around. That's all cracked right there.
Yeah, don't pull that off until you get your new tank.
All right.
Don't listen to me. Do whatever you want. You're like, I ain't got no tank now.
Well, I don't vape this one that much because it's cracked.
Oh, shit, I'm working on it, Don Long. I mean, probably. I'm 40. How old am I? 47? 47.
What do you mean? How old am I? Oh, you think I'm gonna guess at that? No.
The band is what's holding it together, yeah.
The band on the run. All right.
So I downloaded and have been playing State of Decay 2. It's pretty cool. Even though I have clearly looted too much because I've upgraded my storage as much as I can. And they're still bitching at me that my supplies are going bad. I'm like, well, I guess clearly we had too many, so whatever. But it's a pretty cool game.
Oh, now John Q don't believe you're 47. I have to refill my drink for the last 10 minutes of the show.
I'm going to let that slide because I know I don't look 47. I'll see people I went to school with on Facebook, right? And I'm like, damn. I had a coworker. Not a coworker. Somebody that I was friends with in like middle school, high school. And she came in to see the new attorney because she knew him. So he stopped to introduce her to me. And she's like, I know her. She was in my English class. And I was like, yes, I remember you. And when she left, I told Steve, I was like, we're the same age. And now I think I look pretty good for 47. I mean, being chunky helps smooth out the wrinkles, but also staying out of the sun helps. But yeah, some of these people really look like they've last couple years have been kind of rough on you, haven't they? Super glue. No, you don't want to heat up super glue. He learned that the hard way when he used super glue for the center of his glasses. Apparently, he's got hot eyeballs, and they heated up the super glue, and he got fumes in his eyeball.
You know what's the good thing about my job, right? Is I get to see all the prices of the houses that are bought and sold there.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, some of the houses that I've seen that has either been bought or sold at our company are not even as good as this house, but cost a lot more money than we paid for this house. So I think we did okay.
Some of them are bigger, but they need a lot more work. For the price that we paid, considering the fact that it was move-in ready, I mean, we didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Except move our shit in and collect all the bars of soap they had laying around here.
That's about it.
I think we got a damn good deal.
Yeah, and the ones that we do see that have more space, it's usually not. I mean,
you can't buy a single family house for what we paid now without some serious issues.
Right. And then have
or unless it's a townhouse,
well,
yeah. But
because we got all that storage space in the basement. Most of those houses don't have any storage space, or if they do, it's a little single car garage that very small, to be honest with you. And then that cuts out the most of the house room.
If I could go anywhere right now, where would I go?
If you could go anywhere right now, where would you go?
You know, I kind of want to go on an Alaskan cruise, but I'd also like to go to Ireland.
My boss went on the Alaskan cruise. I didn't get to ask him much about it before he passed away, but I think he enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I mean, ours it really doesn't. It could use work, mainly the deck, which isn't really a deck.
Mars.
But inside the house, the plumbing is fine. We could stand to replace the hardwood floors, but they don't need to be done. You know.
There you go, John Q.
That's awesome.
Go to heaven.
Harry wants to go back to England.
Back to England.
Well, thank you, Red.
Oh, I just regurgitated some hot wing sauce. Man, that was hot all over again.
All right, Creed said his new house still has a couple of things that he needs to be done, and he just finished building it.
Wow.
You know, here's the thing, Silent. It's got its good and its bad things. What I didn't like about renting, I mean, I'll give you that. It was nice in that townhouse because they came and did all the yard work. Trash pickup, the HOA paid to have the roads cleaned when it snowed or whatever.
Yeah.
But
our HOA cut our grass too, so yard work.
I could not stand, first of all, the HOA. I don't want to get a notice from some busybodies that they don't like the wildflowers that I put in my flower bed or that I left my trash can out too long. I could not stand the annual fucking inspections where they came around and just looked at everything and took notes about, well, those closet doors don't shut. Yeah, and they never fucking have, right? I couldn't do that. It gave me so much anxiety knowing, well, technically they could come in whenever they wanted without notice, but I changed the locks as soon as I fucking moved in. I don't give a shit if it was in the lease saying I shouldn't. I did, because I don't know who has fucking keys, and I don't know that you changed the lock, so guess what? I'm going to. And I told them when I moved out, I changed the locks. They're brand new deadbolts and doorknobs. Here's the keys. And they're like, okay, thank you.
Silent, I'll say this, because I'm pretty sure when you were doing live streams back in the day when we used to do zombies together, that you were living with your parents. But now you are living by yourself in an apartment, which that's something to be proud of, dude. I wouldn't worry about that. I would say, though, because I made that mistake my whole life of renting, whether it be a house. I think I've rented an apartment twice in my life. Any other time it was a house. House is way better in my opinion. But if you can own a house, do it. It's an investment that you make that you can always turn around and sell that house later on to move into a bigger house or whatever.
Sometimes.
At least you're not paying your money into nothing. When you rent, you're paying all that money to someone just for a place to live, but it goes
but
nowhere.
at the same time, as a renter, if and not all landlords, especially for apartments, come do inspections, right? I personally didn't like that part. It gave me
Right.
anxiety. I didn't care for it at all. If you are the type of person that does not plan staying in the same, I mean, you know what I mean? You pretty much could get up and leave every year and go somewhere new. You know what I mean? For some people, renting is the way to go. Now, I don't know that I've never lived in an apartment. I don't know that I could. I mean, over at Katie's house, those are the noisiest stairs I've ever fucking heard. You can't help but hear everybody coming and, don't go to Dubai. But
yeah, we won't do that, Dom Long. We won't borrow money against it. And I do not have that
Well,
cloud chucker, but I do want to buy one of those.
we're
So-
not going to be in a position to be able to borrow against our equity for quite a while, Dom Long. But
I couldn't tell you how to fix the vape lock on it, Cloud Chucker, just because I don't own one. But does the pod itself, does the actual coil pop in and out? Usually what happens is on something like that, if the pod is sealed, say it's a sealed pod, if you go and you push that in, it's going to put so say you put juice in there and then you stuck the pot in, there's going to be pressure in there. But if you put the coil in first and you add juice, it should not put that much pressure on it just by closing the lid. If it does, open the lid where you feel it and close it back. That'll release the pressure off there to keep the vape lock out. So basically it's like taking a carton of milk or something and letting the air back, like say it's vacuumed in and you open it and it lets air back in there and then close it back up. And that should allow the air back in to equalize the system. Somehow let air back in there to equalize it if you're getting vape lock. And then you should be okay. But if it keeps doing it, then it's a design flaw.
either that or you got too much fucking cotton in there.
There should be a way for air to get in there. And if there's not, then something's clogged or they have a design issue they need to fix. Well, it's never going to fill all the way to the top unless you do a lot of trickery with it, Cloud Chucker. You'd have to fill it and then twist it back and forth to try and... But leaving that little bit of air in there, that's fine. You don't need to fill it all the way up. Well, eat something silent. Nobody's stopping
Right.
you from eating.
And Dubai, from what I understand, is okay to visit. I wouldn't want to live there. It's really stupid expensive. But the Philippines is gorgeous, and your money will go a lot fucking further in the Philippines.
Yeah, rent to own is an option too, Red. But they usually
You just
charge
gotta-
higher rent on stuff
Well,
like that.
You got to be real careful with rent to own. Make sure you've got it in writing and you record your land contract.
There you go. Munchkin knows. Because they can come out the end and say, no, you want... Because, matter of fact, that happened to me. They said, oh, after you've been here 2 years, we'll just switch to rent to own. Then when that point came and I said, well, let's switch to rent to own, they were like, what are you talking about? We never said that. I'm like, really?
Well, that and, okay, you could say you're renting to own, but they could go out and have 15 judgments taken out against them, and that
Right.
attaches to the property. So if you record your land contract, that is essentially a lien. They can't sell it out from underneath you. You can't. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I wish you all the
Alrighty
luck,
there,
Silent. Whatever you want to do, that's what... Just follow your goals, man. Whatever your heart is pulling you towards, do that because that's what's going to make you the most happy. You know,
you can find Islamic neighborhoods and
yeah, and
not-
still
yeah.
stay in the States.
everywhere. Well, I mean, the States isn't necessarily the best place for that, but
Yeah.
yeah, Dubai is really expensive and it's safe for men. But you got to be careful.
Try
'cause I've
Detroit?
heard a lot of
Wally.
stuff about indentured servitude over there.
Try Detroit. You might get shot just going out to
Good night,
smell
Dolores.
fresh air. Bye, Dolores.
There's nobody left in Detroit to shoot you.
Yeah. Well, somehow we went through another 2 hours,
We did.
another 2 hour show
Sorry to bore the shit out of y'all.
for over 10 years in a row and still managed to find something to talk about, which I don't know, especially since I don't buy a lot of vape gear these days. I mean, there's nothing.
Well, there's not much out there to buy. Good night,
Yeah,
Craig.
I mean, there's nothing innovative that makes me go, ooh, I need that. There's just not. I mean, I get mods, but I mean, how much can I talk about one mod? Yeah. So I do have some pods coming with that order that I ordered from DCF, pardon me, and I ordered all the extension stuff for those Osiris's, so hopefully that'll be here for next week's show, and we can deep dive down into that stuff and see actually how much juice it takes. I will get a syringe. I got the hiccups really. Peanut butter.
Have another one, Scuba.
I know, right? Have another one, Scuba. You know, if your show was interesting, maybe you'd have the
Well-
view count.
Go make some nuggets, Silent.
Yeah, eat some peanut butter, man. That'll clear up that hunger. What should you eat? Ooh, that's a good question there. That really depends on you, Silent. You could eat whatever you have.
I mean, what you got? I got some leftover.
Munchkin made a
Exactly. We don't have any viewers, John Q.
garlic bread with
Oh my God.
grill. Oh,
So
go ahead.
at Sam's Club, they have these pre-cooked chicken breast, right? They're mesquite flavored, pre-cooked. All you got to do is heat them up. Well, we also had garlic bread, so I decided, not high either, amazingly enough, that I was just going to use the pieces of garlic bread as a bun. Oh my God, it was so good. Those flavor, it was delicious. So I had the chicken with a piece of Gouda cheese on top, sandwiched between two pieces of garlic bread. It was delicious. It was really
Garlic
good.
bread's
I
good
need
by
to do that
itself.
more
You don't have to tempt me with the chicken in the middle. It's just garlic. I could eat garlic bread by itself. So it's great either way. Awesome. Well, like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming to the show every week. It's not my intent to try to go out there and basically whore myself out on the internet and Instagram, Facebook, and et cetera, trying to get more viewers. The people that watch this show are the ones that I care about and try to help and answer whatever questions you guys have and explain the products that I buy. And then if y'all decide to buy them, hey, you know, that's on you. I don't know why y'all think I'm a good salesman, because I think I suck at it, but I mean, whoever bought the charger, did you get it in? Do you like it?
I do make good food, Silent, but yeah.
Who bought the charger that was like, oh, I'm buying that charger, and they bought the charger?
I don't know. It is a good charger. They probably got it by now already.
Yeah. So that charger is nice. I probably want to do another. I probably want to buy one of them chargers for myself. Honestly,
I really want
I
these
want it for
boots.
Christmas. I want a charger. I want a charger for Christmas. Mine's
This
on-
just makes me unhappy. I want these boots. They don't have them in my size.
Well, thanks,
anyway.
Harry.
That's
I
not
appreciate
the
you.
point. It's
And
just
Will.
rude.
Oh, thank you, Cloud Chucker. I appreciate that. I mean, I was gonna say, you know, hey, if I'm that boring, do I even need to keep doing a show? Maybe I should just stop doing this. After doing it all these years, maybe it's time for me to stop. Maybe I should
Can
retire.
you reverse image search on Amazon?
Yes, there is a way to do it. You
So, okay, just so y'all know, this is the extent of my troubles, right? This is totally white people problems. Torrid. I don't know. Women have heard of Torrid. It's a big girl store, right? There's a pair of shoes they showed, but all they have is like double wide sizes, which I can't wear because
Don't
I've got
retire.
little tiny fucking hobbit feet. And they are so cute, but I can't buy them from there because they're too fucking big. And I can't find them on Amazon, and it's making me unhappy because they're adorable.
None of that talk. I bought the charger.
You
got
haven't
it Wednesday.
opened it yet?
Timekeeper, you haven't opened it? Man, when you open that charger, you're going to be like, holy crap, this thing is
Good night, King
huge.
Cobra.
It is huge, but it is a nice charger, Timekeeper. I ain't going to lie.
I mean, I'm sure drag queens could buy it, Torrid, because they're extra wide, so they would fit man feet. But I don't have extra wide feet. I can wear a size 4 on kids. I've got small feet, so the extra wide, I'd have to wear like 4 pairs of socks. But they are really.
I'm not
cute.
the biggest fan of the backlight on the
They're
charger,
boots.
but I mean the backlight. They should have lights, like at least 3 of them, which
Now
would
I'm gonna have to
disperse
show
the
y'all
lights
the
better.
boots. I
But
don't give a shit about the lights.
I do. I mean, it's just a little something they could have done to make it that much better. It's still, you can read the display just fine, but I think the sides show up really bright and the middle was dark. They needed one right in the center, and the whole thing would have been lit up perfect. They just needed to add one more light, which we probably could do if we tore it apart and added another light in there.
We're not tearing it apart.
When I get mine, I'm going to tear it apart and add another light in there.
Look, these are the boots that I want. They're adorable.
Are they boots with the fur?
No,
They're adorable, but they're too wide for you, right?
yes, and they're
Oh.
well. They don't even have my size. So, but they are so cute. Yes, I need them. I must have them.
All right. Well, everybody's leaving, so I think we will.
Not yet, Wally.
Yeah, we haven't fixed the car yet, Wally, and the main reason why is because I'm going to have to get out there with a ball joint separator, hammer that thing in there just to be able to take one of the nuts off the, what do they call it?
Well, hello, Unicron.
Unicron. It's, a stabilizer bar. It looks like a tow bar, but you can't adjust tow on it, so they just call it a stabilizer bar, I think, the rear stabilizer bar. Take it off, then I can take the whole knuckle off, and then hopefully find.
Do you have a ball joint separator? And I'm sorry, that
Yes.
just sounds like
I
a
do have a
tool I
ball
would
joint
not want
separator.
that sounds like a torture device, a ball joint separator. I don't.
Well, thank you, Silent. Well, you mean you
I-
need this
I
stream? You're
put the
rarely
link
here,
in.
Silent.
Ass. Look, there's the boots again, John Q.
He's like, I need your stream. No, you don't. You barely come here.
That's the good thing about boots and purses, Red. No matter how big your ass gets, they'll always fit.
What?
Yeah, but
You could use that on Scuba. What
the
you
ball
could use-
joint separator, it sounds hurtful. It sounds
Okay,
painful.
if you'll be here more often, Silent, then I'll continue to do shows.
They're cute, John Q. I don't care if they're whore boots or not. I fucking want them. I can't find. I want them. So I don't know if I can.
Send me the pic in private message.
Of the boots.
That's what Red said.
There.
Better than some UK folks, just saying. Well, thank you, Unicron. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. I'm not
Who?
judging. I'm not judging anybody else. I mean, we did the whole rant thing earlier. I'm not going back into it. I got what I needed to say out of the way, and that's the end of it. as far as
Canadian
I'm
hooker
concerned.
boots, maybe. I don't know.
I do think I'm
Dolores-
owed an apology, but it is what it is. They can.
What shoes do
Take it for
Canadian
what they
hookers
want.
wear? I don't know, because I don't think those are hooker boots. They don't look like hooker boots to me. But how do I search by an image on Amazon? is
Yeah,
what I
definitely
need.
replay it, Unicron, because John Q brought it up. I was going to avoid the whole thing tonight, but yeah, I ranted for about 5 minutes, maybe.
I wouldn't even really say it was a rant. It was more of a, this is what happened, and yeah.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. I know you really want that mod. I think Scott's just trying to butter me up to get that mod.
He is. He's totally
He's totally buttering the bread right now.
See, I like the fact
buttering
that
it.
they're short because, you know, like I've got a pair of boots.
Where's
that go
Hot
up
Butter
past the
Steve when you
knee,
need him?
and they make me look even shorter than usual. So Canadian hookers don't wear shoes. I would imagine they have to at certain times of year. Can you search Amazon by image?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a little button you have to click on the side to be able to search, and it'll find something comparable to it. I don't know how to do it without like going in and physically doing it, but yeah, there's a way to do it. Amazon has a search by image type thing, and it'll look at that boot and look for anything similar to that, and then give you pictures of it.
No, I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. I don't want to keep going and on with the show, but I mean, I know people like, no, don't leave. What?
I don't want to keep going on and on. Why not? We used to do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm out. See you next Friday. See, bye, Harry. Thanks for coming.
See you,
I will
Harry.
be here next Friday as usual. Same
Google
bad time,
Lens.
same bad channel.
Try that.
I got videos of the line I run to entice you, is what Scott says. Yeah, Scott wants that mod pretty
Oh,
bad.
that's an app that I gotta put on my phone. Okay.
You know, I'm having trouble with the hot tub, the circuit breaker on the little. I have like a 15 amp breaker built into an extension cord reel thing, and it keeps popping the breaker on that. Not the hot tub itself, not the wall plug, but just the breaker on that plug, which makes me think, I know that I really don't talk, but I appreciate y'all's company. Thank you, Tabitha.
Well, hello, Tabitha. Thank you. You don't have to talk.
Yeah, you don't have to talk. You can just
All right. Good night, Dolores.
you can just watch.
We love lurkers too. But now we know that you're there. We're gonna say hi to you.
What
Make
in
you
the
feel
world?
self-conscious.
Batches made.
It's in the search bar.
He's showing me batches of his potatoes that he's making.
Are
or
you on
something.
the phone or on the computer? Because I don't see anything in the search bar.
No, it's on my phone. No, I mean, as far as the search thing goes, yeah, I think
No,
you can
I was
do it on
talking
the
to Cloud
phone.
Chucker, not you.
Oh, it's in the search bar. Yeah, you see the little icon in the search bar.
No, because I was on my computer, not on my phone.
Okay.
I did take a picture on the.
Lurkers are a foundation. I know a lot of the people that watch this show, believe it or not, guys, ghost the
Drop and
show.
drag.
They don't talk at all. Like maybe 3 Dog, she probably watches the show and don't say a word.
Well, I gotta find the picture again now because it's just an ad that keeps popping up.
There's lots of people that watch the show that do not talk at all, which is completely fine. I mean, hey, they can watch the show.
Which that's a whole nother issue I have with fucking Facebook. Why are you dropping fucking links to Torrid? I am not a Torrid shopper. I'm not that big. Fuck off, Facebook. Rude. That's not how you spell her name, John Q.
Yeah, it's TABBATHA.
Yeah, but I can't. What I'm saying, Red.
I've tried to be a
Yes.
lurker, but I can't keep my big mouth shut. Albie, you can talk anytime you want to, bud.
So I can drag the image I took a screenshot of over because I can't find the actual ad.
Yeah, just the screenshot. That's all you need. It like does little pinpoints on it and makes an image of it, and then it searches all of Amazon for that. And it's going to give you some suggestions, which you may get a picture of a car. You may get a Amazon buy a car. It
See,
could be
when I
way
drag
off.
it, all it does is give me a small version of the boots. Yeah, I must not be doing it right.
Like I
Oh
could
wait,
be quiet.
never mind.
John Q
I
can't be
figured
quiet.
it out.
Oh, she figured it out. You're gonna find a cheap generic pair that looks very similar, and
Well,
Cost
okay.
less.
Here's Poshmark with somebody selling used that they got from Torrid.
Oh.
Something similar on Amazon, but it's not the same.
Well, sometimes you don't get lucky with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Enough with the dirty whore boots.
They are super cute, though.
John
Oh,
Q, you'd be
uh-huh.
surprised at the weird boots that Munchkin has. She has some boots that are out there, and she
Are
wears
you
them
talking
at work.
about my sequined boots?
No, not those. I haven't even seen you wear those to work. Holy moly! 'Cause
I've worn them to work, and I went and bought disco ball earrings to go with them.
Ozman lurks, he says. Whoa.
He does not lurk.
You talk sometimes.
He doesn't talk
Ozman.
as often as he used to, but
He does.
Uh,
He don't talk as much, but he's there. I appreciate you being in the background, Ozman. So we're gonna be busy tomorrow. We got to do all kinds of dragging trees out of the basement and taking them over to our daughter's house. My phone is almost dead.
Well, we only have to take one over to her house.
Holy crap! That's
My
over
phone is at
1,000
16%.
pounds of peppers and
100%.
onions. Look at
That's
that.
a
That's
lot of
1,000 pounds of peppers and onions, which Munchkin
What
hates
is that
them.
on?
It's on a machine.
Oh, okay. Blech. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the one he showed before that was showing the batch. It's actually a computer that's showing the batch.
Unicron
of the,
wants to know what he did with his misplaced velocity.
As the man of lost things, where did I misplace my velocity?
It's in a box.
No, it depends, Unicron. I'll try to help you through this.
6.5, Red.
If it's something that you knew, you were like, I'll probably use this very soon in the near future, then you would put it in one place. If it's something you go, I might not use this for a while, then you probably stored it away with a bunch of older mods. I do the same thing myself, so
In a box.
I'm in the same category. Yeah, but I have a kind of used frequently, and then I have a rarely ever touch area. So it depends on where you thought.
Yeah.
It's what I review with. Did you put it? Did you get a new stand or something and screw it on top of that stand and you can't see it because it's right in front of your face, like something like this? You know, you'd be like, oh, I didn't even notice that I screwed it into a stand and that's where it is. Or, hey, I tried it on this particular mod and it's on top of this mod and that's why I couldn't find it. That happens a lot to me because I got stuff everywhere, so
Yes, you do.
I ain't getting you credit. What? What is she talking
It
about?
smells like Christmas in here.
Unless she messes up.
I don't know.
No, I think it rolled off somewhere like the meatball on top of the spaghetti. On top of spaghetti.
All covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody...
Now I gotta sneeze. Oh.
It rolled off the table and onto the floor. All right, go look outside.
Time to cloud out my shed. All right, guys, we're gonna bump over here. We've been on here far too long. Well over 2 hours.
Well, those are cute to look.
Which those other guys can't even do a 2-hour show. So they can say I'm not interesting if they want, but they can't
way
even
more
do a 2-hour
expensive
show.
than what I'd want to pay for a pair of shoes.
I got cat hair all over my freaking keyboard. These cats. Crazy. Y'all have an excellent weekend. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving to spend with your
Shit
friends and
bounces.
family.
Look on top of stuff under your desk too. I dropped my batteries earlier, and one of them hit the floor and bounced over a box and ended up in the box behind it.
Number one show. Breeze, I don't. Even if
Number
I
one.
was the number one show, I wouldn't
Hey,
sit
look,
here and
we're
brag
number
about
one
it.
in our world, right?
Just saying. Yeah, we can be number one to ourselves. We number one. Number one. All right, whatever. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch y'all
All right.
same bat time, same bat channel next week on Friday. Until then, peace out, everybody.
Night night.